So Unashamed of Jesus writes in, and this is keep in mind, this is in response to what we talked about last week. Unashamed of Jesus says, thank you for taking the time on your show to respond to my question about the Sabbath. There you go. In fairness, I would like to respond to some of your responses. And by the way, Unashamed of Jesus, in fairness, I'm going to read your entire email on this show. So everyone will be able to hear Unashamed of Jesus's response so that we can all get a view of both sides of the argument. Rob quoted Mark 2:23 through 28. I think this actually goes against your argument that Jesus expects us to keep the Sabbath. Jesus gives an example of David breaking the Torah and eating the showbread, which is not lawful in the Mosaic covenant. However, Jesus didn't condemn David. Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath, meaning he created the Sabbath. He can also fulfill the Sabbath, just as he has the authority to condemn David or justify him. Okay, hang on just a sec. I think that before we move on, I think that there might be a assumption that fulfill means we don't do it anymore. That's not what fulfill means. It means to complete, to make complete. So just because something is complete doesn't mean that it's done away with or gone away. Even if you would say that the Sabbath is fulfilled in Christ, which I would agree, the Sabbath is fulfilled in Christ. We find our rest in Yeshua, right?
You could quote Paul in Galatians 6 says, bear one another's burdens and thus fulfill the law of Christ, the Torah of the Messiah. Or in Romans 13, all these commandments, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Right.
Do I just love one day and then I'm done because it's fulfilled? Oh, I fulfilled that commandment. I don't need to love God anymore. I don't need to love my neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, the notion that you can interchange fulfilled and abolish is not correct. It's not correct. So, and we'll talk more about this word fulfilled. Let's keep going with Unashamed of Jesus and their email. Jesus rose on the first day, the Lord's day, fulfilling the Sabbath. I'm not sure how that fulfills the Sabbath.
That reflects an interpretation history that he's anchored in. That's not a given.
Right.
He would have to establish.
If Jesus was expecting them to keep the Sabbath, this would have been an excellent time to address this. Well, maybe when it says it is a covenant.
When would have been?
When he rose from the dead. How's about when he says it is a covenant between me and my people forever. That would be perhaps, I mean, why would you address something that's already been said?
Well, and how many times does Jesus go into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and teach?
Right.
And when people say you shouldn't be doing what you're doing on the Sabbath, you shouldn't heal the woman's hand. You shouldn't heal the cripple.
Yes, but perhaps, okay, I know where you're going with this.
How
Rob.
come he doesn't say the Sabbath is done away? You guys keep keeping the Sabbath and you shouldn't be anymore because God doesn't want that.
I'm not going to speak for Unashamed of Jesus here, but I think that what many people would say is that was before Christ died on the cross. My grandma had this argument.
No, but Matthew 2, or Mark 2 is before Jesus died on the cross.
Yeah, that's the point, is that it was before he died on the cross. And I think what the common argument here is that once he died on the cross, the Sabbath was done away with.
No, but the Mark 2 argument that Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath, therefore he can either judge or vindicate David. Point. That's way before the cross.
I missed it. Good point. Yeah, that is.
So these seem like, it seems like it's almost like you're throwing different ideas at the wall to see what sticks, and it's not clear. It's not precise. So I would desire greater clarity so
the idea accuracy. That he says the Yeshua is Lord of the Sabbath was said before he died.
Was that done away? Was Jesus being Lord of the Sabbath done away with his on the cross?
Yeah, was it on the cross or was it at Mark 2 when he says that he's Lord of the Sabbath?
Yeah, and after he died, is he no longer Lord of the Sabbath?
Oh, because the Sabbath is done away with. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and check out more videos from Messiah Matters.